Hello, guys. My name is Better Jonathan. I want to show you guys one of the strategies I always use to make profits in the forex market. When I started the trading forex market, it has been an issue to me. Asking people to give me a signal in order me to, you know, uh, start making profits. But their signals always fail me. Not until I sat down, I started reading candlesticks in between the line, studying candlestick. And at the end of the day, I was able to, develop or get the idea of the strategy I'm using today to make profit. And since then, I've been sticking on that particular, you know, uh, strategies. And I've been using it to make money, and I decided to, share to some of you that will be able to, that will be interested. Some of the strategy I always use, to make profits in forex. And I want to urge you, don't depend on, asking some other traders to, don't depend on their strategy. Just sit down, develop your own. At the end of the day, you will see that once you develop your own, you will begin to make profit instead of depending on others before you make your profit. But I believe when you sit down and study candlestick first in between the line, forget about indicator. Yes, indicator is important, but when you sit down, study candlestick in between the line, one will see that at the end of the day, you should be making, profits. Let me show you guys how I always make profit using these simple strategies. So this is how I'll make the profits. This volatility, for those of you that trading volatility, this shall be 10. This is V10. For those of you trading volatility, that is where I trade my markets. Don't trade pair currency. So here is the one. Here is the one, is the M30. So if you want to start trading your market, the first thing you ought to ask yourself, where will I place my trade? Is it in higher time frame or lower time frame? You will choose where to place your trade, and that is always at lower time frame. Higher time frame, I always use higher time frame to determine the direction of the market. Until you know the difference between all the time frame, you are going nowhere. You must know the differences. So anytime I want to place a trade, I must go to D1 to know the direction of the market. Sometimes in D1, the direction of the market might be selling, just like this one, the trend is selling. But when you go to lower time frame, sometimes you see the market buying. That's when you go to lower time frame in some of the markets. You see the market buying in lower time frame, but in higher time frame, the market is selling. So as a good trader or as a trader, you ought to, your analysis ought to start from higher time frame. Let's see W1, that is week 1. You see the market is selling on a downtrend. Let's see D1, the market is selling on a downtrend. Let's see H4, the market is also selling on a downtrend. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this. One of my students made a mistake. The market he was trading in M30 was in a buying direction, but in D1 the market is in a selling direction. But instead of him to know that this market is a selling market based on D1. He went and placed, buy at the lower time frame, not knowing that what the market did that prompted the buy in lower time frame is just a pullback here. You understand that if this particular, the last candlestick here, if this candlestick move to this point, when you come to M5, it will also get to this point. So when my students now saw this market buying to this point, not knowing that it's a pullback from D1, he went and placed buy. When the market finished buying, pulling back, when the market finished pulling back, at the D1, the market continued selling. We'll call it retracement. So he failed to understand this. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this. This is one of the strategies I always use to make money. Come to D1. You must know the direction of the market in D1. If D1 is selling or buying, is it buying trend or selling trend? For example, here is downtrend. I mean to say the market is selling. Also check, don't forget to check the position of this candlestick. Where has it boxed up to? Is it pulling back or coming down? So since the market is an downtrend, you allow the market to pull back a little bit. Don't just because the market is selling, so therefore you should come and place your trade. Allow the market to move back a little bit before you start selling that market. When the market move back a little bit, it will get to this point at the lower time. It will get to this point at the lower time frame. Let me show you. When the market get to this point, look at my mouse. When the market gets to this point, let's see this particular line at the lower time frame. When this market now goes to this, look at that, the line here. When the market gets to this point, knowing fully well that this is downtrend, it might not get to this point, but knowing fully well that this is downtrend, when it gets to this point, you are free to place your sell. This is pure downtrend. How will a normal human being be buying markets here? Well, okay, let's see W1. As you can see, W1, the market has not touched the support level. That means to say that this market will get down to this place before there will be any determination that the market has gotten to the final bus stop here. So this is one of the strategies I always use to trade, to make money in Forex. And I believe that if you apply these strategies, it will also work for you. Please, if there is any question, endeavors to drop. If there's any question, endeavors to drop your question on the comment box. Please, if you find this video interesting, don't hesitate to hit the subscription button. So if there's any question, you let me know. So you don't just trade the market because you want to trade. Like this one, I will allow this market to pull back a little bit before I place trade. Because at this point, it's late for me to place trade. So I will allow the market to move a little bit back. So that when I come back to M30, I will be free to place my market. The market, look at that, okay, check. The market is going back. It will get back to this point before coming down again. It will pull back a little bit before coming down because this is up, so it will be going higher, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. For those of you who pass through, forex class, this is what this market will be doing. When this market was here, I bought to this point, it came down, I bought, it went up, I bought. That is the reason why you saw this. So when it gets to this point, it broke. So you must understand it. So if there's any question, don't hesitate to ask question and let me know where you are finding it difficult. This is one of the strategies I always use. I say this is one of the strategies I always use to make money online. Sorry, in forex. If there's any question, let me know. And if you find this video interesting, don't hesitate to like, comment, and hit the subscription button. Thank you, and God bless.